God, I know you're supposed to be abrupt, but that's a bit stark.
I'm always stuck with liars. I'm drawn to you.
And I'm drawn to other women. Back off, Wickham, I know you.
But I've not had the pleasure.
Get used to that.
Allow me to introduce Mr. Collins.
What a bloody mess.
We cannot in all conscience detain you further with our hospitality, and you will leave my house.
You are such a disappointment. I can hardly bear to look at you.
You are an abomination, madam. Good afternoon to you.
Elizabeth, I tell you this for free. If one of us doesn't get through this door, I'm going to have to do something drastic.
No.
Whatever do you do, sir? Sleeping in the library?
What I do, madam, is collide with folly and conceit whenever I am rash enough to step outside this room. Henceforth, I am minded to remain here.
Are you not happy that Jane is wed to Mr. Collins?
Happy that my kindest, prettiest daughter has embarked upon an adulthood of supplication to such a preening Caliban. Happy, madam, that she should live in subjugation to such an enormity. I would rather sleep in a drain than consent to be happy.
I haven't slept a wink. Lizzie lost her books. No Jane taken to another county.
What Jane's done for Papa, I'd rather die.
Door, pickaxe. The most satisfying juxtaposition. Often wondered who was silly enough to leave this here. Serves no earthly purpose.
Please reassure Mrs. Bennet I'll be out of the house in 10 minutes. I shan't take anything I didn't bring with me.
Don't forget that.
It's not mine. I don't know how to thank you.
Yes, you do. Be reconciled with Jane. Do it soon.
Good morning, Mrs. Collins. You may be wondering why I have not called upon you in the night to claim the rapture that is mine, as ordained by the Redeemer. I'm engaged in a period of abstinence for the purpose of purification. But when that period is concluded, oh, Mrs. Collins.
I have a mind to shear off all my hair. Really? Anything to alter that expression of sentimental disappointment.
What expression would you have me wear? I love Miss Bennet still.
But she is no longer Miss Bennet. She is now Mrs. Collins.
On your departure, my daughters may seek to engage you in conversation. I would prefer it if they weren't successful. Your parting words of wisdom are treasures my girls can live without.
You really do think I'm some sort of disease, don't you?
Do you know the word? It's soldier's slang. The men use it to applaud a particular species of reckless courage. To my eye, Miss Price, you have spunk. How you hate me. And yet, here you are.
Well, what choice do I have?
Well, precisely. Now, you wish to crawl back into society, and for this, you need me. So, prepare the meagerest of ingredients with confidence and style, and you shall serve a banquet. How much money do you have?
£1.
I have 2. I shall give you one of them. And together, we shall buy you a dress. I smile, yes?
Yes.
The humble fan. For when one is consumed by one emotion but is constrained to exhibit another.
Why are you doing this?
You want instruction in the arts of bearing and tone. Do not touch your nose.
I've got an itch.
Ladies are strangers to the itch. Show me the coquette imperial. You sell me stale eggs at market. Do it again. Better. Show your face. Acquaintances. Consider your very good friends, the de Cereces. The ne plus ultra of Parisian society. Dear Prince Gustav and his charming wife, Marie. Their collection of porcelain is quite unparalleled.
Never heard of these people.
Oh, they don't exist, of course.
Of course.
But I've always found them commendably useful.
I thought we were supposed to be at war with France.
A war with France is traditional, but war with Paris, it's unthinkable. Society does not recognize it. What we shall do with you is have you married to a rich man.
I am the one person around here who is absolutely not going to marry anybody, rich or otherwise. I've buggered up this story, and now I have to unbugger it by rebuilding my friendship with Jane Collins. I'm going to write her a letter.
Clever.
And if you don't like it, you can take your dress and... What?
You should be reconciled with Jane. She shall invite you to her house, which is in the grounds of Rosings, which is owned by Darcy's dismal Aunt Catherine, who is the cloaca through whom all society must pass.
Whoa, 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 whoa. The person I am most utterly not going to marry is Darcy.
I did not suggest it. And yet you thought of it. It's interesting. Go to Jane at once. Forget the letter.
That's out of order, Wickham. Unless it's absolutely necessary, I am never going to speak to Darcy again. If I have to, I will be so bum-crushingly correct, he'll faint with boredom and I'll just step right over him. Fanning. You have made this house very... comfortable.
The furnishings and decoration are under the personal jurisdiction of Lady Catherine.
Yes, that would explain it. Jane, I don't expect you or Mr. Collins to welcome me. Please accept my apologies and my congratulations, though they are both shamefully overdue. That's it. But if you ever need me, Jane, just say the word. I'll hear you. I'll come.
Dear, you forget to dine with Lady Catherine tonight.
I had forgot. We must hurry.
Your guest is tolerated at the parsonage, but under no circumstances can she be presented at Rosings.
Your husband is quite correct. A person like myself cannot possibly sit at the same table as Lady Catherine de Bourgh.
You must. You cannot leave me to be devoured by Lady Catherine.
But it is... awkward. I am charged with passing Lady Catherine a message from Princess Marie de Ceresay of Paris. Dear Marie made me swear I would deliver the greeting personally. But I'm sure it is quite all right if you do it for me, Mr. Collins.
On the contrary, you have been charged, Miss Price, with a most important mission. You must obey your instructions to the letter.
If you say so, sir, I must.
No. This would never have done at all. Before one even addressed the matter of trade, the complexion is too weathered. No, for you, Mr. Collins, the Bennett girl is much more suitable. The dress, however, is acceptable. Ah, Fitzwilliam, there you are.
Aunt?
The usual people are here to dine. This Miss Price also. Anne, come to your mother. At dinner, you shall sit beside Miss Price. It will be a useful exercise for you to make conversation with a person with whom you have nothing in common. Now, let us have music. Who shall play for us?
Miss Price disdains the pianoforte, Lady Catherine, but she has the voice of an angel.
You are acquainted?
Lady Catherine, I forget my duty. I bring the affectionate greetings of the Princess de Cerisay. Dear Marie especially wanted you to know that you are always welcome at the chateau. Dear Marie, as you know, is very dedicated in her friendship. But she never forgets my birthday.
I, on the other hand, forget the whereabouts of the de Cerisay's chateau.
Paris, Mr. Darcy. The right bank. The de Cerisay's house occupies rather a lot of it.
I confess I am none the wiser.
No, sir. But you are better informed.
Fitzwilliam, you recall the lake with its charming crocodiles and the little ducks bobbing about. Dear Marie, your pronunciation is so singular that I did not recognize the name. How are the de Cerisay's? How's the prince?
He is very well, Lady Catherine.
It is, as you are perfectly well aware, quite impossible for you to be here.
Painfully aware, sir. Against my better judgment, I've come at the insistence of Mrs. Collins. If you can possibly find a way of persuading her to send me home, I would be most obliged. Don't they make a lovely couple?
It was not my fault Miss Bennet chose to marry Mr. Collins. It was a decision freely made.
Quite.
This is a free society, Miss Price.
Absolutely.
She was not constrained at the point of a dagger to take the imbecile Collins to her bet. Everywhere I behold the squalid prospect of grasping arrivists, harlots and liars, scrabbling over each other in the sewer that is existence outside society.
The prospect is indeed frightful. Mr. Collins says that Lady Catherine's buttresses are the talk of the county.
Buttresses?
Being a woman, I know so little about architecture, of course, but I think they form...
Yes, I know what buttresses are.
First set, Miss Price. New balls, please.
How long does this obtain, Mr. Bennet? This dissension? If Jane's marriage persists in provoking such distemper, I am resolved to take the carriage and visit Mrs. Collins at Rosings Park with Lydia. It will be instructive for her to observe a happy marriage.
If you can contrive to find one of those at Rosings, Mrs. Bennet, I shall prance the length of Lady Catherine's drawing room naked.
Leave the room, Collins. Now, I'm a little astonished to be addressed thus in my own house.
My aunt's house.
Go.
You wish to speak to me, sir?
I am concerned.
I don't understand.
You came to this house knowing